It's the time of year when we all think about giving to others. And this season of giving is also a reminder that not everyone has a home for the holidays. And you might be actually surprised to learn the reason why. Our guest knows the answer all too well. Joining us from one of the nation's largest disaster supply warehouses is American Red Cross President and CEO Gail McGovern. Good morning, Gail. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's actually start out with this year has actually been a little bit unusual when it comes to disasters. Why is that?
Well, this has been an unusual year for disasters because unlike other years, thank goodness, we didn't have a big mega disaster. Now, we did have a number of disasters like the earthquake in Napa and the mudslides in Oso. We had wildfires, flooding, tornadoes, but nothing huge like a Hurricane Sandy, for example. But nevertheless, every 8 minutes, the American Red Cross was responding to a disaster, and 93% of those disasters were actually home fires. And if you're the victim of a home fire, to you, it feels just like a Category 4 hurricane. You've lost everything, and the Red Cross is there. We are there to provide hope and comfort and food and shelter, and just enough to get that family back on their feet.
And speaking of food and shelter, this is the time of year when people are deciding how they want to donate to charity. And when they think about the Red Cross, you maybe think of huge disasters, maybe flooding and things of that sort. But it's not always those large disasters we're always thinking about. What types of things do donations fund at the Red Cross?
Well, what you see here are the supplies that are required to feed and shelter a family of 4. And you see cots, you see blankets, you see food, you see water, we have hygiene kits, stuffed animals. What is required to make a family feel at home? And this is just for 1 day of sheltering, and it costs about $200. So donations go to supplies like these and to keep our warehouses at the ready for whenever disaster might potentially strike.
And you were mentioning home fires. What is the Red Cross actually doing to cut down on the number of fires and obviously the people that they hurt as well?
Well, we have an ambitious goal of reducing death and injury from home fires by 25% within the next 5 years. So we launched a massive campaign in October. We're using a volunteer force to go home to home to home to install smoke detectors. And this is a massive undertaking. We launched it in October. We've already installed 16,000 smoke alarms. And I am so pleased to tell you that we've already saved 5 lives from this effort.
That's amazing, Gail. Now, for those of us who would like to help, what can we do and where can we find out some more information so we, of course, can do that donation?
Well, I appreciate you asking that question. Anyone that wants to help support the American Red Cross can go to our website, which is redcross.org, and they can find ways to make financial donations. They can find ways to volunteer, and they can also donate blood, the gift of life. You can help save up to 3 lives with a single blood donation. And everything that we do is because of the generosity of the American public, and we are just so very grateful for every single donation, and we truly appreciate it.
Well, thank you for everything and for joining us this morning, Gail, and thank you for everything that the Red Cross does, and happy holidays.
Thank you. Happy holidays to you and your viewers.
Don't go anywhere. The Morning Blend will be right back.